But Sandeep and Rajdeep, I'm going to bring you back in, and Gaurav as well. Sandeep, you know, with what we were speaking of earlier, there is, all right, so it does seem both of them will be traveling in the same car. You have Prime Minister Modi as well as President Trump. President Putin, sorry, driving alongside all the way to Lok Kalyan Marg. So this is what we were expecting, and that's what's happened. And that question was raised in that super exclusive global interview that we've had with President Putin at the Kremlin in Moscow about the SCO moment where they were traveling together. And he went ahead and said that it wasn't scripted, but he wanted it to happen. He's the one who engineered it at that point of time. So that's a bit of a tidbit from that interview.
And this is the Prime Minister's car. This is the Indian car that they're traveling in. And, you know, look at the officials who are all taking selfies, and his team. Everyone wants a selfie of that moment, the Russian flag and the Indian flag on the Prime Minister's official Jeep. They're traveling in that SUV together to 7 Lok Kalyan Marg, where there's a private dinner in honor of the Russian president. And then they take this relationship forward. So these are signals not just to people in both their respective countries, Preeti, but also to the world. Ye dosti hum nahi todenge. That's that big message that goes out.
Well, that's the big message that goes out, and one mustn't forget that Russia has been, over decades, a long-standing partner of India. There's a historical context to it. It's a relationship that has evolved, especially in the times of multipolarity and the current global order. Another question, you know, that he was asked, and Rajdeep and Sandeep, I'll bring you in, and Rajdeep, if you'd want to take that, you know, interesting question that was raised, you know, by us to President Putin on, you know, the multipolarity and a new global order that could be setting in. That's one answer everybody will stay tuned to at this point of time, with possibly Russia, China, and the axis coming together where these countries are concerned.
You know, look at, I was speaking to a European diplomat. Look at it from the European point of view. They've said, we see the pictures of Prime Minister Modi, President Putin, and the Chinese President Xi together, and we have our own views on it. But from our perspective and from our strategic objectives, that becomes important. We need to be seen in the present atmosphere as a country that has been able to navigate a very delicate balancing act between the United States, with whom there are trade negotiations going on, even as this visit is going on. The trade negotiators, I'm told, are coming to India next Thursday. So you've got trade negotiators coming next Thursday, and you've got Mr. Putin, who's also got his own agenda that also goes to trade and defense. So for India, the challenge is to balance the two without falling off the rope.